Hey everyone, Katie Vibes here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, and happy Halloween to you. The day that this is uploaded is Halloween, so if you are watching this on Halloween, all I ask if you guys are going out drinking, please be safe. Do not drink and drive. Make sure you assign a responsible designated driver. I almost said drunk driver. Don't do that. No drunk driver is responsible, so yeah, don't do that. Designate somebody who says they're not going to drink and can actually stand by that for whatever reason. Or if you can't find somebody to be a designated driver, make sure you guys order an Uber, a Lyft, use a taxi service, whatever it may be. I know on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, a lot of places, like a lot of taxi services, Uber, Lyft, all of them tend to do free rides. Sometimes it's only up to $10, it's up to 10 miles or 20 miles, 30 miles, whatever it may be. But I recommend looking that up to see if they're going to be doing that for Halloween as well. And, I do want to rant. I'm sorry, I'm going to rant. I really wish more people would decorate. I hate that you can go through an entire neighborhood and see maybe one or two houses that decorated and nobody else has. When I was a kid, you would find more houses decorated than not. And it's really sad it's just not like that. I don't think I've ever seen any neighborhoods since I've been a teenager and up that completely decorate. You know what I mean? Unless it's like the Christmas street. You know what I mean? Like those streets where they specifically tell you like, hey, if you move in, we expect you to do this and that. But besides that, I don't see it anymore, and that's really heartbreaking, and I know some people still do go all out. I wish it was more people, though. And you don't even have to go all out. You don't have to do anything exciting, anything extravagant. You can easily go to Dollar Tree or really any dollar store and spend just $5 or less. You can get 4 decorations and just put them out, and it can take under 5 minutes to put them out. You can get 2 tombstones, a ghost, and a fake pumpkin. You know what I mean? It's so easy to do. It takes so little time. So I don't know if it's selfishness, if it's greed, if it's laziness. I don't know what it is that makes people not want to do it anymore, but I really do hope that soon, or at least eventually, but definitely soon, we get back to more people decorating than not. So if you're one of those people that don't decorate, seriously, you may not realize how much it means to people, not just me as like an adult, but to children as well. Like, it means so much, and it also like lets people know, hey, I'm giving out candy, you know, on Halloween, and of course people are going to appreciate that. Of course children are going to appreciate that very much. So I don't know, it's so easy to go out and put forth a little tiny bit of effort. So there's my little rant on that. Anyways, guys, how about we get into this video? It is going to be a G1 My Little Pony unboxing. There's a few little extras sprinkled inside as well, but mostly a G1 My Little Pony unboxing. I will say that 90 to 100% of what you see in my videos is for sale. The only time I'm keeping something is if I specifically tell you I'm keeping it. If I don't say I'm keeping it, it's automatically for sale. Let's begin. We're going to start out with some Littlest Pet Shop. Like I said, there's some non-G1 pony items in there. We're going to start out with, is it a hamster? Is it a guinea pig? No, it's just ugly. Yeah, I don't like this one. I'm not a huge fan of the new Littlest Pet Shop at all, but there's just something about this design that I can't stand. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a hamster, and I just don't like it. I don't like the eyes, I don't like the mouth, I don't like the expression. I do not like a single thing about this one. Ooh, I almost dropped it. I don't think it liked that. I heard, I was like, get out, let me go. Anyway, sorry, I was lame. But seriously, guys, like, I don't know. If you do like it, I apologize. It's just not for me, but this little dude is for sale, of course. Moving on, we got a couple of rabbits. Here we've got an Angora rabbit, and then we've got this little dude standing up. I don't understand why they put pink under the chin. Kind of looks like he, like, ate somebody, like, literally ate somebody, and that's just, like, the blood that he couldn't get off. So there's that. I'm going to touch him up, by the way. You can see, like, some of the paint is coming undone from his ear, from his inner ear, and on his nose. So I'm going to repaint that and then get him for sale. And then with the Angora rabbit here, I actually owned one of these. Holy heck, they are a lot of work. So for those of you who don't know, Angora rabbit fur can actually be bought and sold, and it tends to be used in like pillows and stuff like that because it's super, super, super soft and fluffy. So their hair can grow really, really long, and it mats so incredibly easy. So if you're not looking for a high maintenance rabbit, I would never suggest an Angora. As beautiful as they are, they're beautiful blue eyes typically, and they're gorgeous, insanely soft fur. It is not worth it unless you are either A, ready to learn how to properly brush, demat, and cut the rabbit's fur, or trim it at the very least, but typically cutting is best, or are ready for it to see a groomer every single month. Now this one, it's kind of like a G1 My Little Pony So Soft pony with the flocking. You can see some of the flockings coming off, so what I'm going to do is either completely deflock him and then sell him that way, or I plan to start reflocking ponies soon, and so I might use him, sorry to say this to the rabbit, as the guinea pig, so we'll see, I'll decide. Now moving on to a pony item, but still not G1 My Little Pony just yet, we have a fashion filly. So originally I never had any interest in these, and I didn't until I got my first two. I bought two of them because they were only $5 each, which I knew was a damn good deal, especially being in such great condition that they were. This one was not one of them. However, I only paid like $8 for this one. You can see that the tail has been trimmed, and I'm not sure if the mane's been trimmed, but I do believe it's been trimmed as well. So I do have to do a little research on how to rehair these. I definitely don't think it's going to be as easy as rehairing a G1 My Little Pony. Also needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. But what I really liked when they arrived, because the first two I ever got, I actually intended to sell them, and then I noticed the details. Now, obviously, I can't say these are realistic because of these bright, vibrant colors. You know, the star image on the cheek, if you guys can see that. Look, they're so bright that the sun's, like, blocking it out. But I like the attention to detail, and I like the realistic appearance. Again, they're not realistic per se, but they got that appearance there. So that girl is actually going to be staying in my collection. And so is the next pony I'm going to show you, who is not a fashion filly, but very similar in appearance. This is actually a Shera pony, and this is from the 80s as well. In fact, you know, let me find out when the fashion filly was made, shall we? Let's do it. So this one actually says Kenner, which is the company who was later bought by Hasbro, 1987, I do believe. And coming back to the very similar yet smaller Shera pony, we've got, it's so hard to see, 1984, so 2 years after G1 My Little Pony came out, actually. And you can definitely see the difference in size, but I do like that they have a very similar appearance, with like both having that semi-realistic appearance with the muscles and, you know, the shape and the proportions and all that kind of stuff. It's just really the color that's going to stand out and make it so unrealistic. But because of the similarities, I decided I'm going to collect Shera ponies as well, because I need more stuff to collect, right? No, I'm collecting too much, I know. However, I have been good. There were 3 other things I wanted to collect, and I have decided to cancel them out, and I am no longer trying to collect them. So 3 additional things I was going to collect. Not just like 3 items, but 3 toy lines, or I should say toy lines and characters. And I have been responsible, and I've cut them out, so that's good. Alright, let's see. How about we move into the G1 My Little Pony next? I don't even know who I want to show you next. Let's do Miss Bowtie. She's one of the more common G1 ponies, of course. I believe she came out in 1983. Yep, 1983. This one is one of the dark blue ones. Now, if you go on mylittlewiki.org, which is what I recommend everybody uses for trying to get information, whether you want to see what the original color is supposed to be, the hair color is classified as, you want to see what year it was, whatever it may be, mylittlewiki.org is a great place to go. And on there, you'll see there's a picture where it says dark blue bow tie, light blue bow tie. So my question is this, and if any of you can answer, I would greatly appreciate it, because I have asked it on a Facebook group for My Little Pony, and nobody gave me a direct answer. So maybe somebody here knows. Are there 2 types? Were there 2 releases? Was one release darker blue and one release lighter blue? Was it intentional? Was it accidental? Like just a batch that didn't come out with as dark of dye? Because it's weird that they classify dark blue bow tie and light blue bow tie. But I am keeping one of each for my personal collection, because I do think it looks really cool seeing the 2 side by side. This one, however, is one that is for sale, and she's in really nice condition. I just have to get that cleaned off. I think it's going to come right off with acetone, and of course she just needs to be cleaned in general, but I think she's going to make somebody very, very happy. Moving on to the next pony, we have Gusty. Another pony that definitely needs to be cleaned off. I'm not concerned at all, not even with that orange paint right there. I just recently cleaned off a few ponies that came in a definite bait, or I wouldn't call it a bait box, but a box of ponies in need of some help. Some are definitely bait, needing to be customized, but many can be restored, and a lot of them had red paint on them. I couldn't tell if it was nail polish or paint, but it came off so easily, and it looks like the exact same material or type as this, so I think that's going to come off really nice. This should come off really nice. It's definitely not a stain because I can feel it, so that should come off really easily. And once she's cleaned off, I think she's going to make somebody very happy, because I already have Gusty for my collection. We even got some twins. Oh, let me do Miss Powder first. So Powder I'm a little worried about. This I'm not too concerned about. It could stain, however, it is really faint, so I'm hoping I can get it off. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to get it out of her tail, but I am definitely going to attempt. Now with Powder here, I actually have 2 G1 My Little Pony Powder for sale, ready to go immediately, and they don't have any marks on them, so they are in really, really nice condition. One is a little cheaper because her cutie marks are a little bit more faded. Unfortunately, these glitter cutie marks, they just don't stay as well. So you'll notice on like Gusty, Glory, Moon Dancer is a really big one. Their cutie marks tend to fade really, really quickly. And unfortunately, Powder is also another pony that has glitter cutie marks. You can see some fading on that side. So a lot of times they tend to be really, really pale. And I also don't think Silver was the best choice on a purple pony anyways. They just don't stand out. I mean, it's really hard to see them in most cases. So anytime I buy them, I'm always nervous, like, are the cutie marks there? Or I just can't see it because, you know, it wasn't a good color combo. But now for the twins, as I'm going to call them, though they are not really twins because, well, it's the same pony. So we have two Happy Tails. I think this one's Romper, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm not perfect with the names of the Happy Tail ponies. So you can see that one definitely still has her very, very pink hair, and the other one's starting to fade. And that's because if you go on mylittlewiki.org, they actually label some of the pony's hair as fading pink. So you'll see pink and fading pink, two entirely different colors. Cotton Candy, for example, has pink hair. It's very similar to this color, however, it's not known for fading to white like fading pink hair is. And that's just kind of a term that the collecting community came up with. Unfortunately, whatever dye they used for this particular hair, it didn't stay very well, and in most cases it eventually turns to white. So you can see that's happening with this one, although it is still very, very pink. It's just not as pink as this one. And then one of them is also a little bit darker than the other. So I'm not sure if that's just because she needs to be cleaned or if it's because she is actually faded. Now what I think is funny is the one that the body looks faded, the hair is not faded. The one with the faded hair has the body that looks like it's supposed to. So I thought that was kind of funny. The cutie marks, you can also see a difference in the pink on there. That's just a much darker pink, and it's a lot lighter of a pink. So definitely have their differences. I believe both of these are for sale. I just got to get them cleaned up first because I'm pretty sure I already have one for my collection set aside. Then we stick in with the pink and purple trend. I mean, honestly, this could literally be Romper's daughter. We have Baby Ember. Did they not look? Oh, wait, you know what? Here, let me use. No, that is the one with the darker body. Okay, right? Let's see. Who's closer? They're both pretty good. So here we have little Baby Ember. She is actually a triplet, and this was actually a mail order pony. So this little baby pony, you would order in the mail. You could not buy it in the store. So this would be Baby Ember Lavender. There's also a Baby Ember Pink and a Baby Ember Blue, who in my pony world, inside my head, in my life, I consider Baby Ember Blue to be the brother of the triplets. I know people are like, oh my god, blue doesn't have to be for boys, and blah, 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 blah. Trust me, I know that. I wear blue all the time. It's one of my favorite colors, but that's just how I do it. And there's even another Baby Ember, a fourth Baby Ember, but that one actually has a cutie mark, because you can see this one does not have a cutie mark. None of the three Baby Embers I've already mentioned have a cutie mark, but there is one, just Baby Ember. It's not Baby Ember Pink, Baby Ember Lavender, who some people call Baby Ember Purple, but the other one is just Baby Ember and actually has a star cutie mark, and that one I don't have, so I would love, love, love to trade for Baby Ember. Yeah, I was literally about to say a color, I'm like, no, just Baby Ember. So if anyone has Baby Ember for trade, let me know. And then we've got this beautiful pony who I really like, and honestly I don't know why. So we have a Sunday Best Crunchberry, who definitely needs to be cleaned up just like all the other ponies in this lot. I am also going to touch up her cutie mark. These 3D cutie marks are known to scuff very, very easily, and on most of the Sunday Best ponies you will see that. I don't think anything is a stain though. I think all of that is going to come right off. I call them surface scuffs. And then she will be for sale because I already have this pony for my collection. And it's funny because, like, really I would never wear these two colors together, this pink and this neon yellow. But for some reason on this pony I really like it. I have no idea why. I've never understood why, but she's definitely my favorite Sunday Best pony. And then we also have a merry-go-round pony. A little bit of fading, so this should be a little bit more vibrant on her saddle, whatever you want to call it, saddle blanket. Again, needs to be cleaned, of course, hair needs to be styled, but this lady will be for sale once I get her all cleaned off. I do already have this one for my collection, although I do have to check, so it might be a little while before I let this one go. I got two shortly after one another, and I don't know if I put mine out of that box and into my collection, so I do have to double check to make sure I have mine set aside, because if not, I need to find both and then compare them, because I always keep the best one for my collection, of course. And then the last My Little Pony item before I have another little special surprise hidden within here. I'm actually going to show you some, well, you know what? We're saving the best for last, and in my opinion, this item is the best. So instead, we're going to move on to a couple more twins that I got, or not a couple more twins, but one more set of twins. So a couple ponies, but okay. Anyways, they are keepers. So these are little keepers. And you can see this one doesn't have the stopper anymore, but this one does. And it's because you can put little stuff in it. And let's see, it says keepers, Tonka Corp. And I don't see a year though. Well, that's disappointing. I do know they are from the 80s though. A little bit faded on the saddle and like the little doily type stuff. I don't know. I don't think doily is the right word there, my bad. Definitely need to be cleaned off, and their hair definitely needs to be styled. It's a little bit crazy to say the least. I don't see any stains though. I think they're going to clean up very nicely, and I will be selling one of these. I do not plan to collect all keepers, but I do plan on collecting the animals, like especially the horses. So I will be selling the one that has the stopper. I'm not concerned about this at all, so I will sell the one that does have the stopper. However, I'm keeping the brush. Sorry. The brush is mine. You can't have it. But I would totally be willing to trade instead of sell if anybody has any of the other horses or ponies from the Keepers collection for trade. And now, the last item. The best for last. It is mine, by the way. You cannot have it. I apologize. Not until I get a double. Hopefully I do, because I am trying to up my G1 My Little Pony merch for sale, as well as for my personal self, of course. That's a little bit more important, not gonna lie. But eventually, hopefully, I will have another G1 My Little Pony super duper absolutely adorable Firefly sewing machine. It's a little, you step on the pedal and you sew. Is that not? Okay, Firefly looks a little emo. She's going to an emo concert. Maybe she's goth. I don't know. The eyeliner is a little insane, but that's okay. I'm super stoked to have this, especially for the price that I paid for it. And what is so freaking funny, I have seen this in the past selling for like $80 to $100, and I sure do not. First off, I got mine for like, I think $17. I thought it was a full-size sewing machine. If I had paid $80 to $100 and got it, and it was big enough for me to hold with my pinky without any struggle, I would have been upset. If it was a full-sized sewing machine, I could justify $80 to $100, because a lot of times they cost more than that brand new. So a vintage one, a collectible one, I could justify $80 to $100. That's tiny. I shouldn't be surprised. They were children's toys and items, but I mean, $80 to $100 now. Anyways, super stoked to have it. Super stoked that you guys were here with me today, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Halloween. As I've already said it again, please be super safe this Halloween. And if you did not decorate, you suck. Honestly, you really do. Unless you have a reason because you like live in poverty, I can understand that. Even in okay, maybe apartments I can see fine, but if you live in a house, you should decorate. And if you didn't, please just make sure you decorate this Christmas. Again, go to a Dollar Tree, go to a dollar store, and buy just $5 worth of decorations, and you will seriously lighten up the day of so many people. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in anything that was for sale here, please let me know by sending me a message on my sales account. Of course, it is linked in the description below, among other things as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good one. Bye!